How about another joke,
Well,
Murray?
here's a joke for all of you people. Joker 2 is going to have a sequel, and it's gonna be a musical with Lady Gaga.
Well, then everyone loses their minds.
You know, usually if this was a long video, people would say grab your popcorn or make some tea, but it's gonna be a pretty quick one. You already know that. Joker Folie à Deux died exactly the same day that they announced it. There you go. Thank you. Like, share, subscribe. See ya. No, but really, who was the one guy in Hollywood who thought that this was even remotely a good idea? Do you remember the first Joker movie? The 2019 cult classic that grossed over $1 billion at the box office despite being a rated R comic book villain origin story? The one where Joaquin Phoenix acting was so good that it got him an Oscar that year? So yeah, by the way, Heath Ledger got an Oscar too, so I would say that canonically Joker got 2 Oscars. Anyway, who was the guy in Hollywood? Who was that one suit who thought that, But really, who was the Hollywood suit that thought, that bathroom scene in the first one, the one where he danced, was low-key fire. Let's make a musical sequel, and let's put Lady Gaga in it. Now, hold it for a second. I like Lady Gaga. I enjoy musicals sometimes. A Star is Born was probably my favorite movie of 2018. The point I wanted to make making this video was that the day they announced the sequel, it was already doomed. It died that day because it's a movie for no one. It's a no audience movie. It's a 200 million movie made for probably just the few Hollywood suits who thought that this was a good idea. Again, do you remember the first Joker movie, which had a $50 million budget and it resonated with the majority of the audience, except maybe some Rotten Tomato critics? The one that had a perfect open ending? Again, back to my point. There was no reason whatsoever for making this movie. I know, Hollywood is a business and I have to make money, and like everybody else, but who do you sell this movie to? Honestly, I doubt that the core audience that loved and paid to see the first one would also be Lady Gaga musical fanatics kind of audience. Another thing that I just don't understand that is coming in these days is why all of a sudden now people want to connect this movie to an extended universe? I can understand with the Batman and the Penguin movies from Matt Reeves, since it always was the idea with that movie to, I think, make it like a trilogy. Maybe I'm wrong on this one, but the point stands. So yeah, anyway, here are a few comments that I think illustrate the point that I'm trying to make in a much better way. Supposed to like Joker, so here's a movie making fun of you for liking it. You can tell this movie was only made to destroy the first film and the people that liked it. The people Hollywood called incels are inserted into the film as the Joker fans that pick him up after he escapes the courthouse. Those characters Arthur insults and runs off from were supposed to be the audience. Let that sink in. And then you'll realize exactly what this movie was, a slap in the face to those that liked the first one. Joker 2 is made for people who hated the first movie. Not a smart idea. I got a sneaking suspicion we aren't giving the people what they want. It's okay, they'll watch it anyways. Except, this time, the majority of people didn't went and watch it. These soulless cash grabs are the reason why sequels always get a bad rap, and boy is this movie gonna live in infamy. They still haven't recovered the losses for making this flick, and I didn't know if they ever will. That's what greed gets you, Hollywood. Honestly, I think that the comments that I show you paint a pretty accurate picture of what's going on right now. Joker 2 could have been advertised as the best musical of all time, as the best sequel in the history of all cinema, as the best sequel to our origin comic book villain. It just doesn't matter. People still wouldn't spend a dime watching this movie because this movie failed to even respect the audience. The same audience that 5 years ago actually made them $1 billion. This film flopped, and I think rightfully so. Everyone knows it by now, except those who probably knew for a while, even before the movie even came out. And I think people don't want to go see a movie where they know that's gonna basically ruin the experience and the vision of the first one. And yeah, I guess that's it for me. This time for real. Like, share, subscribe. This was my first video, so please do so. See ya!